Welcome to the show again today. We got a new guest, not a new guest. We got an old-fashioned guest sitting here in the studio with us today. You gonna step up there to the microphone?
No, I'm gonna stay right here.
Uh-oh, there he is, the Mackie.
What's going on, fellas?
Ask and you shall receive. The Mackie is here.
I don't know if anybody asked for him, but
I did. I asked for him.
You
yeah.
Well, you texted me about, what, 3 o'clock? Won't you come podcast tonight?
Well, that's because you said the first of the week that I wouldn't mind riding down there on Wednesday. So, I mean, Lucas did ask for you. I didn't necessarily ask for you. But you was always a good guest that people like listening to.
People love the Mackie.
I don't know why.
I do.
Well,
I do.
at least somebody knows.
I've been sitting here with a picture of you
I know.
for months. For months.
Waiting to see you in real life.
Yeah.
I've been here a few times.
I got a nice little text from him this week.
Yeah, and he actually responded back to me, Dustin.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm about sick of that. I'm about sick of that. I've known them boys since we was 5, and I can't even get a text back, but you can get
Yeah,
one.
but from 5 to 11, you didn't like me. You was drawing shit in Facebook or
In the
yearbooks.
In Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook.
I did. I mustached the shit out of Lucas and put horns on his head and everything else
Yeah,
at a young age.
real young.
If we had yearbooks now, I'd
5 to 11.
Still do it?
Yeah, he waits till I fall asleep and draws it on my face now.
we did in college. We
That's true. That happened in college.
that one guy.
Mm-hmm.
We did him bad. I don't even know
Real
who.
bad.
I don't even know what his name is. I
No
don't
wonder.
remember who, he was pissed when he woke up.
He wasn't happy about it.
We had penises all over his forehead.
All
and
over him.
everywhere, really. I mean, say a man couldn't go out in public for a long time after that.
Yeah. A fellow we know that passed out in Salina one time, woke up, didn't realize that somebody painted his fingernails pink while he was asleep. And he went to the Quick Stop over there and got out, and they was, yeah, man. Yeah, whatever you need. Yeah.
That's pretty commonplace now, though. It's nothing.
I mean, 20 years ago, it wasn't quite as common.
Yeah, especially in Salina.
I didn't realize it until it got home.
Now, if you don't have your fingernails painted, it's...
You know what one of
It
his
wasn't me, was it?
You know what one of his catchphrases was? Shut her down.
Oh, yeah.
We shut her down.
Okay, I was about to say, I didn't think it was...
All right, back from that.
Apparently, every time somebody's calling my phone, it just does this god-awful...
Yeah, since we got everything set back up here, it is a little bit different.
Golly.
Yeah, I've never heard that
It
before.
hurt my ears. I don't even have headphones on. So.
Yeah,
Right.
we'll go ahead and delete that out so everybody doesn't have to hear that.
Yep.
You might wreck your car. So if there's a unnatural cut in your recording, that's on purpose. I did that to save your eardrums.
Tell us what's been going on in Mackie's world here lately.
I'm on vacation this week. So,
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing for vacation besides coming and visiting? Luke?
Nothing.
Nothing? Not a thing?
No, we're what are we doing this weekend? We're gonna come to Hatcher's birthday party for Bentley.
Yeah.
And I think a housewarming party for friends of ours.
Yeah?
Other than that, nothing.
Not a thing, huh?
Laying
Nothing.
low.
Laying low.
Yeah, Goosey got pneumonia, so yeah, she's
Down in the
laid up at
dumps.
home, yeah.
If there's one characteristic I place on Jeremy Mackey, it's being laying low on his week on vacation where he doesn't have to go to work for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have made it today, so.
How's your dad?
He's good.
Doing good?
Yeah. He worked today, but
Yeah? What's he doing for work today?
he's a court officer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says
He
it's
can't
so
get-
hard.
He can't get that officer out of him, can he?
Can't. I give him shit all the time.
Yeah.
Just retire.
There's one of them guys don't know how to retire.
There's probably about 10 or 12 retired troopers that does that.
You know, there's one thing nobody's ever going to say about me once I retire. He worked too hard.
Yeah.
They'll never say that.
People at my work have retired. There's like 3 people that's retired and they're still working there. I'm like, is that retirement? Was that a gag? Was that a joke? It's not a...
I see old car all the time, about every day.
No, he did retire.
He retired.
He retired.
All he
That's
does is pick up
different.
his wife for about 4 o'clock every day at Fleet Guard.
Yes,
so.
he retired, and everybody else that was under him are still working. I don't get it. They keep them around to train people, and these people never get trained apparently.
Yeah. Well, that money after you retire and come back's a lot better than it was when you was there.
They give you what you want then.
They give it to you. They say he's only going to work 20 hours a week anyway. Then you hit him for 60, and then they just keep paying you.
I got about 2 years left. I'm done.
And then you're going to retire.
From FedEx, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 20 years in.
Well, you no kidding.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's FedEx where
You're
it
older
is.
than you look.
I know.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
I feel it too.
I think you look road hard and put up wet. If you ask me, I don't
I
think you
have
look a
been,
day
so-
over 42.
42. I'm 36 years old, buddy.
Well, god
You're going to
dang.
retire from FedEx at 38.
Yeah.
We're going to start doing then.
If I
Playing golf.
look like you at
Playing golf.
36, I'm driving my truck right off the road, straight into a damn cliff.
Well, you need to get off your phone while you're driving anyway, so that's going to happen.
To any state troopers that listen to that, I do not.
Yes, he does. It's a fact.
Oh, speaking of police officers that shouldn't be on their phone, did y'all see the video of that police officer running over the guy on the bicycle because he was texting on his telephone?
Over and all good?
I don't know. Was that where it was at?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, he bicycle just stopped parking. Guy looking down at his telephone, run all over a bicycle.
I don't think he was on a bicycle, though.
Yeah, well, the one I saw was. I'm not sure where it was at.
It was in front of All Good, over in All Good, or in front of Walmart and All Good.
Huh.
Where's it at?
I don't know.
It says Morristown, so
I'm not good at this searching yet. Police officer hit
that
stop
one in
bicycle.
Livingston, though?
Oh, it was in Peculiar, Missouri.
Yeah.
hey, there was a guy that I work with actually got hit by. He was on a bicycle on Willow and got ran over.
By a cop?
No, it wasn't a cop.
Well, that's what we're talking about right now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least I'm in the right state here. We're in Missouri right here. So
What about that one in Livingston, though?
What
God
happened?
damn it! Is this like a normal? Is this a normal? Like, I mean, does this happen a lot?
I mean, apparently.
I mean, is this the week to hit
Dude
people?
said his
on
brakes
bicycles?
was going out on his truck.
Yeah.
Or his patrol car.
Yeah.
So he drives to the airport and gets on the runway.
Yeah.
And goes like 120 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And just loses it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should see the vehicle.
Oh yeah. I wonder if that's on.
I seen. Here, I got it.
I wonder if that's on the interweb.
I've got it right here.
Yeah.
I'll find it here in a second.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get better at this googling while we're talking.
Does all these stories true? This many people got hit by
Oh,
All these people are getting hit by cops.
There it is.
Bam!
Let's see it.
This cat wiped that dude out.
Yeah.
Officer injured in crash off airport.
I bet he was. I
Yeah.
bet that dude was hurt.
Yeah.
These are making my incident from 4 years ago look so much better.
Yeah, it ain't as bad like this.
No.
Uh-uh.
I wouldn't. I'm not.
It looks like he got T-boned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, when you roll one up in a ball going 120 mile an hour, it don't look
I
good.
don't know how fast he was going, but that's what I've heard. I don't know.
Personally, I don't.
Get on one of them runways, you can stretch the legs out.
I guess he was trying to fly or some shit.
Mine was vehicle on body. I didn't have. There wasn't a
Wasn't a vehicle,
bicycle
or nothing else.
involved.
That mirror, though.
That mirror, my mirror got jacked up. Damn, rusted out of my mirror.
Yeah. Well, let's get to a little sports news. You hear about Ohio State's coach Urban Meyer getting placed on administrative leave today?
Seen that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I don't know much about it yet. I just know I got a Michigan friend at work who was pretty ecstatic about it.
It's actually about his wife. Something his wife may have been privy to back a few years back whenever she was married to the other coach over there.
The assistant's ex-wife.
Yeah. No. That's the one. What it was Urban Meyer's current wife may have known about
I thought he knew about it.
about domestic violence, and they're trying to figure out whether he knew about it or not, and didn't say
That's
anything.
why he was still in Florida then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's just been placed on administrative leave right now.
Well, it's hard to believe there's something sketchy going on in the world of college football.
I don't
wouldn't think
believe
there'd
it.
be anything
I don't believe
covered up or hidden.
I don't believe it. Ohio State. It's going to be a big.
Well, they probably get fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
can't do anything anymore
Well,
without.
You're guilty until proven innocent nowadays, and even you're guilty after that.
Do you know who I think's about to have a lawsuit against them?
Who?
Is one of our favorite musicians, Jamie Johnson.
What did Jamie Johnson do? I know a little bit of it, but what did Jamie Johnson do?
Let's see if there's anything in the news.
Let me spell his name right, first of all.
Yeah. Try again.
Yeah.
Dust yourself off.
I
Oh,
wonder if there's a video of it.
A third time's a charm.
there's no video last time I had seen about it. Just type in belt.
Belt.
Yeah.
Takes off belt, whips unruly concert goers.
You know, I've been going to concerts for almost 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I have seen everybody, every crowd from George Jones to Snoop Doggy Dogg. And I ain't never seen nobody get whipped at a concert by the musician. So after Kelsey's set, Kelsey Walden, Jamie Johnson took the stage. About halfway through the show, after finishing In Color, he called two individuals up on stage, coaxing them to climb up the 5-foot riser. Who, from the moment the door opened, they were already tuned up, screaming, hollering pretty much during every song. And since there were no stairs, the two individuals had to belly flop onto the stage.
That's how I come in.
Yeah.
That's how I come in right there.
Johnson, they were waving their arms in victory, saying, "Hell yeah, I'm on stage with Jamie Johnson."
I made it. Jamie Johnson called me on stage. I bet this is going to go fantastic. This is my dream right here.
But Jamie Johnson had set his guitar down and taken his belt off, and they started walking towards Jamie. And then Jamie just came over, belt swinging, yelling something along the lines of, "You want to read that?
Shut the F up,"
Yeah.
says an eyewitness.
Smacked one guy.
Get out of here. You listen to me when I'm talking.
Johnson's a veteran, a Marine veteran, and pretty stout individual, says SavingCountryMusic.com. Thanks, Trigger, for the reference here. And,
he smacked one guy, for the lack of a better illustration. It was like Mom kicking the kids out of the kitchen. Security hadn't even made it up on stage at that point. It was a pretty fast-moving situation. These dudes were off the stage pretty dang fast, ran back up the aisle, and were out of there.
Now, as a guy that's been to several Jamie Johnson concerts, and I enjoy it, at some point you realize he's not Garth Brooks. He ain't
gonna run around.
He's not running around. He's gonna stand in front of there. And, I've seen him get a little bit better with the crowds here lately. But he's, Jamie's been known to be a little moody at concerts, and but one thing about what I like about his shows, stuff like that is he's an intimate. People are there to actually listen to his music. And you got these guys probably out here hollering "in color," or the typical, I used to listen to Cody Canada many times, and he's got the same thing. Boys from Oklahoma, they were probably out there just, you've got to just sit there and shut the hell up and watch a guy, or apparently now you get your ass kicked by the musician.
I'll tell you one thing. I bet instead of the people coming to his concerts going down, I bet he goes through the roof. No. And I bet he has to do that shit all the time. I bet he has to whip somebody every night now.
You think so?
Yeah, I bet every night somebody's going to come on stage. Hit me with your belt.
I tell you, that's the first for me. I've never heard it. I've never heard anything of that such.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty neat though.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
How much do you think those boys will get?
I was literally just wondering if they're real country music fans, they ain't gonna sue him no way.
I got my ass whipped in front of 15,000 people,
and I needed it. Oh, hey, I got my ass beat a bunch of times, and I knew every time I needed it.
Have you met the new generation of
kids,
true. Though?
That's true.
Yeah.
Nobody does anything.
I just hope these guys were over 30.
Nobody takes liability for anything they do, and everybody's looking to draw a check one way or another, whether it's disability around these parts or or trying to sue somebody. It's like the. I even read something about an athlete not too long ago that a girl had got shut out of this hotel. Like, he would not let her come into his hotel, and she still got him for something. Like, put a charge against him that he, raped her or something. Basically, she was pissed because he wouldn't let her in. Mm-hmm. An athlete always gets screwed on that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you're an athlete, you just stay the hell out of it.
You probably buy escorts instead of trying to get girls, right?
I don't even know the thing I'd do that. I just monk around. That's all I do.
What's monk around mean exactly?
Just nothing. Just do nothing. Just go around.
So if you were a good-looking athlete with millions of dollars, you probably
I'd just go buy cars and monk around.
You'd be a virgin?
Yeah, all the time. I just get married and be married.
Oh, well, yeah. If marriage is an option.
Yeah. If you got millions of dollars, I'm sure marriage is an option.
That's weird. I've never known any woman flock to a man just because of money.
He's tall, good looking, plays sports really well, has a lot of money, drives nice cars.
Don't see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you who else had a little controversial week. Have you heard about the Eric Church stuff?
I've heard about it. I've not heard much about it, but I'm going to go ahead and say that I heard the blurb. I heard the one-liner.
Well, you know what everybody else has heard?
That one-liner?
The blurb.
Yeah.
Everybody's heard what the publisher says.
Yeah.
Rolling Stone does what you're supposed to do, right? You put out flashy headlines.
Appease everybody,
Yeah. Get that clickbait out there, right?
And I'm sure Mackey's had to be on a.
I had people text me. You still an Eric Church fan? Yeah.
Yeah.
You had your guard up every week all week for everybody.
Yep. Sure have.
I thought about you whenever I heard that. I wondered. Well, one, I thought that's probably. There's probably more to the story.
Was he wrong for saying that?
Well, I'm not sure exactly what he said.
So the whole article, basically, Rolling Stone always
says that he's blaming NRA for the Las Vegas shooting, which is not what he said.
Okay.
Well,
what he said was
a little bit.
Well, not at all. He said somebody shouldn't have 20 or 30 AK-47s or AR-15s and 30,000 rounds of ammo, and us not know who they are.
I don't believe that, but
here's the NRA part.
Yeah.
Lucas, you want to read?
Yeah. Church says he's not a member of the NRA and never has been. I'm a Second Amendment guy, he emphasizes again, but I feel like they've been a bit of a roadblock. I don't care who you are. You shouldn't have that kind of power over elected officials. A little bit of problem there. To me, it's cut and dried. The gun show loophole would not exist if it weren't for the NRA. So at this point, if I was an NRA member, I would think I had more of a problem than a solution.
Screw up.
I would question myself real hard about what I wanted to be in the next 3, 4, 5 years. Okay. So which way up?
Screw up.
So
this way?
There are some things that we can't stop, like the disgruntled kid who takes his dad's shotgun and walks into a high school, but we could have stopped the guy in Vegas. As for why nothing's been done,
You couldn't have stopped him.
I blame the lobbyist, and the biggest in the gun world is the NRA.
Okay.
Bump stocks. You're talking about banning bump stocks.
So Eric, I get what he's saying there, and I get what he's saying. I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him all, but I get what he's saying. People that don't quite understand the situation, maybe he just don't get all of it. So as far as the NRA didn't put the guns in his hands. As far as the loophole being closed, the NRA don't have anything to do with that.
You can't stop anybody from doing mass shootings. I'm sorry. It's going to happen. Unfortunately, it's going to happen.
So everybody will point to, when it comes to mass shootings, they'll point to Australia. There hasn't been a mass shooting in Australia since they took all the guns away. Yeah. There's not that many people in Australia. There's just not. There's as many people in Australia as there is in Los Angeles County, in the entire continent. It's a moot point. It's not the same. We're packed on top of each other here.
Yeah.
And as far as the lobbyists, the NRA being a lobbyist, yeah, they lobbied to get the right people in there, or the people that they want in there. But that also being said, there's people lobbying on the other side too.
Every politician.
Yeah, sorry, folks. Woo. There was another abrupt pause there again.
This is what happens when you take 10 months off and you try to jump back into it.
All of the electronics aren't quite back up to speed quite yet, so we're having a little technical difficulties there.
We're going to have a damn eardrum left by the time this is over.
Yeah, that kind of catches you off guard there, don't it?
Dang. I don't need this energy drink over here when you got that crap going on.
Holy crap. Anyway, Eric Church, I get where he's coming from. I don't believe he's quite got all of his ducks in a row in his argument. But then again, he was probably just asked that question off the top of his head too, and he's probably just answering off the top of his head. It's probably not something he's sat down and really.
And that's the thing. And I'm indifferent about it because I don't have any ties to the NRA, and I'm not really a big,
I think you are a member. I think we had to sign up for.
We were to go to that convention that time, but
we had to sign up.
We had to sign up.
I was Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, and I have a Hank Jr. Hank Jr. Had a concert. Yeah. So shit, man. If you can see a free.
Did you say Shawn Michaels and Hank Jr.'s had a concert?
No, Hank Jr. had a concert.
One more technical difficulty, and we've stopped the damn thing just to change
We have
out
at least
chords.
changed chords this time, so hopefully that stops.
Sorry, guys. It's listening to the podcast for the first time. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I think like Shawn Michaels, he just come out and danced on the stage in his assless chaps and said, "I'm just a sexy boy."
Did sweet chin music to Hank Williams?
Hank don't play that shit, man. Hank's the greatest country musician
Hank probably
of all
took
time.
his belt off and whooped his ass with it.
It's a good thing Shawn Michaels didn't come out in his Village Person outfit at a Jamie Johnson concert.
Come on up here, Sean.
Golly.
I got something for you.
I'm indifferent about this Eric Church.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not young enough to be offended by everything. In your 30s, you just toughen up. You just take stuff, and we're not all a bunch of sissies and offended by everything. But what the sad thing is, you're right. It was this journalist went to his house, and Eric Church gave him the full tour. Like, he took him out on his farm and rode him around in his truck and took him out in town and got something to eat, and was asked about a wide variety of things, including how pissed he was that the guy. I mean, like I said, I've been to a lot of concerts. I've never seen anybody be the open. I have not have an opening act. So Eric Church busted his ass on that Holding My Own tour when he played 3.5, 4 hours.
It was 4.5 hours.
What took a 15-minute intermission, and then only to go to the CMA Awards and not win Entertainer of the Year, and the guy that's a part-timer. Of course, Garth Brooks is a legend, and I'm not going to speak ill of Garth Brooks.
I went to the concert in Nashville, and that's the first time I'd ever seen Garth, and
it was amazing.
I have to say, dude.
It was amazing.
Garth does great.
I don't know if he deserved Entertainer of the Year, but he puts on a hell of a show.
Yeah. But how often is he doing it at his age, right? He's doing the Vegas shows.
He's doing Notre Dame now.
Well, Eric Church is out here doing
every night, 62 shows.
Very innovative concept, and
a lot of shows in that.
And he, so then Garth goes up. I think what really pisses him off, it says in the article that Garth Brooks accepted the award that night, and he lip synced on the show.
Yes. Yeah.
Because he'd have played 10 shows and 12 nights in every church. Like, that's bullshit. I've done how many shows by myself for 4 hours a night, 4.5 hours. I get it. Had a great reveal for the first time, and he about died. Had to rush himself to the hospital.
Yeah. That was pretty wild. Said he was
so his arm just swelled up.
Inches from dying, apparently. But, in 20 years, I don't know if Eric Church is going to be able to sing 10 shows and 12 nights and get up there and still do it.
He's one of the best acts I've seen.
He is. He's really good.
Telling you, I just hate. Everybody did get a little. Everybody's like,
I hate that damn Rolling Stone magazine costs $9.99 now.
God,
holy crap!
Yeah, Books a Million. I wouldn't buy
Whoa.
it. Yeah,
Books a Million coming in strong. Ain't selling no books.
I was trying to get the damn.
Let's jack these magazines up.
Wow, I just.
So, long story short, he went over there and that person for the Rolling Stones went over there, had a nice time at his house and rode around. Ate dinner, had a good time.
Got liquored up with him.
Got liquored up, and then he says Eric Church blames NRA for Las Vegas shooting.
And also that, he said some nice things about Trump. He said he liked the chaos that Trump is creating, but he also didn't like the racial overtones. He didn't like the tweeting.
He also said he didn't vote.
Didn't vote. He said his wife voted for Trump.
Well, that's a problem.
Well, he said Hillary bored him, and he didn't trust Trump. He said he felt like he would regret voting for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there you go. I mean,
Well, yeah.
He said he liked some of Bernie's policies, but I mean, he was all over the place. But
there's nothing about Bernie's policies that anybody should have liked unless you're a communist.
You like this song?
I love this song.
I do too.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, it sucked. It's not Eric Church. I was
it's so Eric Church.
Neither was Outsiders. Neither was Mr. Misunderstood.
Yeah.
This
is as Eric Church as anything's ever been.
I like Mr. Misunderstood a lot better than this song.
It'll grow on you.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it, but I'm not really. Boop, 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 boop. Sounds just like it. That's it. Boop, 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 boop.
Video's pretty sweet too.
It's not bad, is it? If anybody ain't heard Desperate Man, go check it out. I don't care what he says about the NRA. He's still a
October
badass.
5th, when the album comes out.
Thing about Eric Church is, he's not pigeonholed into any one genre for sure.
I like where he said he didn't want to be an outlaw. Like a lot of people pigeonhole, try to say he's an outlaw, and he's not really an outlaw. He said he wants to be different, as long as he's portrayed as different than the stuff that's on the radio, and I think he is.
Oh yeah,
he very well should be. He's not. He's one of the few mainstream artists I can listen to.
Here's my favorite line. Boop, boop, boop. Not this one, but I do like that. Oh, yeah. He's a bad dude.
Yeah.
He's a bad dude. I don't care what he thinks about the NRA. I like the guy.
And Eric Church don't care about losing those fans. And that one picture I retweeted the other day that said, "How's that protest going?" When he had a packed ass crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, good.
The
next night. So I think he'll be all right. I mean,
I tell you what, I'm just not mad at anybody for their opinions or their views anymore because
it's their opinion.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
And it would be so freaking boring if everybody had the same opinion.
What if I told you that if Mackie has an opinion on the internet, then I had something different? We could
could still sit in here and have a conversation and not be mad.
Not on the internet, you can't.
We're not even friends anymore, man.
We're done. If we disagree about something, we're deleting each other on Facebook. It's good. It's gonna be bad.
I'm so mad. I deleted all of y'all off Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm still heard about that, man.
I don't do politics, and I'm like one of the Kennedys that don't do politics, right? Now, I found out real hard about one man that does do politics in my family.
Who's that?
And that's my grandpa while he was in the hospital.
Oh, Barry.
And he was looped up on that medicine when he come out. Thank God he's on the up and up now. But he got rushed to the ICU a couple Mondays ago now. Been about 2 weeks, and he had a kidney stone that was causing blockage. It turned into he ended up with sepsis and
sepsis.
sepsis. I've had
Sepsis.
It's been pronounced like 3 different times by every different nurse. Somebody ever called it different.
It's either septic or sepsis.
Sepsis. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they kept calling him septic too. Also,
yeah.
so so it had pneumonia.
That's bad shit right there. How old's old Barry?
77, I'm thinking. So, but hell, he's a tough old son of a gun, and so he went into the hospital on Monday. Was there Tuesday, and didn't look good for a couple of days. Then his wife and my aunt both stayed on Monday through Thursday with him, and I'd been there late every night. Well, Friday night I stayed.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I went over there after work, and I got Barry when he come off the breathing tube and was talking.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, they asked him, they said, Mr. Kennedy, what's your name? He said, Barry Richard Kennedy. What's your birthday? 9/13/41. Who's the president? We ain't got one, by God. Not a Trump fan, And I said, well, I was laughing, and he asked the nurse, he said, well, are you a Republican or Democrat? It was one of those deals where I knew, I was like, you're a Democrat.
Yeah.
You're a Democrat. So it's like a nurse is just a cool little girl. She goes, well, I'm a Democrat, Mr. Kennedy. That's a good answer. And he didn't know what he was saying,
Right.
But he says, what am I in here for? And I said, well, kidney stones, caused a lot of it.
Uh-huh.
And he said, was my kidney stones? And God, he's such a funny guy anyway, but he's smart guy. But when you get on that medicine, you had a breathing tube down your throat for 3 or 4 days, you come out a little loopy, and he goes, kidney stones. He goes, well, I got a question. Is my kidney stones Republican or Democrat? And I said, well, hell, I'd imagine they'd be Republican, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, that's what I figured. And he said, I want my 354. He was trying to think. So he said, I want my 357. And I want you to line up every one of them damn Republican kidney stones, and I'm going to shoot every last one of them. And I went and took a piss in the hallway and come back, and there's another nurse, older gentleman. He said, Dustin, I don't know about this guy right here. And I said, what's the problem? And he said, he don't know if he's a Republican or Democrat. And I said, well, not everybody's into politics as much as you are. He goes, how do you not know if you're Republican or Democrat? I said, I don't know. He goes, you keep an eye on him the rest of the night. I said, yes, sir.
I got an eye on him.
And of course, he went on, and he went on about that. He said, I'm a hardcore Democrat, and I think he's more for the old school Democrats.
I would say he probably has been for a long time whenever it meant something different.
Yeah, and it's hard to change when you're stuck in your ways that way.
Well, if you're very into politics and you identify with one situation, then it's probably pretty hard to change.
Yeah. And so anyway, he kept us going, and he's very
I don't
adamant.
really see old Barry as a Antifa guy.
No,
I don't think he's a hardcore lefter.
And I tell you what, I'm so far out of the loop, I don't even know what the hell that sentence meant. And I'm not ashamed of it. I don't even turn my television on to politics and news, to tell you the truth.
Well, I won't go into what Antifa is then.
But I'm glad to see him on the up and up. He started getting a little better. And of course, I told him about it Saturday a little bit when he got a little bit more of his level head to him, and he kind of laughed about it. And I hope he don't mind me telling that on the show. But I know some of his family listens to the show, and
that's pretty funny.
So, did you get any feedback from the first week back? Did you talk to anybody? You still? No. You're so far removed from anyone in the world, aren't you?
Yeah, just as far away as you could possibly go.
Not even Randy Cherry at work talked about it yet. Has he listened?
I don't know. Didn't ask him about it.
Don't give a damn about anybody, do you?
No, sure don't. Okay. Jason Lynn said that he downloaded it and hadn't listened to it. I seen Jason for a few minutes.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I talked now. We got a good tweet this week. It's always good to get new listeners. And I didn't think we'd pick up any new listeners, but Jason Emerton tweeted us and said, I just listened to the first episode this week. He said, what have I been doing in my life?
What have you been doing with your life?
It's a damn good question. But if you're interested, there's 66 episodes in the archives.
Yeah, there's quite a few back there, and people have been listening to them this week. I noticed. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we've had quite a bit of the old stuff listened to this week.
Yeah, I can't wait to check it out and see what our number. I didn't even see what our numbers was.
Mm-hmm.
And then is there really a podcast? Is there really a One Lane Road podcast? Let me refresh. God Almighty! Did I drink all the whiskey today?
Yeah.
Damn, Gina. Anyway,
Gina.
Would there be a One Lane Road podcast without Lucas DK, because that's not happening without us, because we're pretty. Well, it wouldn't be the same. It's pretty damn important and vital that we're here every week.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
At least Lucas.
Well,
I mean, he's the technical guy.
Yeah. Okay. Well. I agree with that 100%. And but is there a podcast without the Allen family? I know we give them some love yesterday.
There's not.
I swear to God, man, they retweet more stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, I'm talking.
Finally got that hat though.
Every time, what color did you get?
Orange.
I did too. I got an orange one.
The Allen Farm hat?
Man, yeah. They're great. I mean, every time I post anything.
Well, I was about to say, I would be mad about not getting a hat.
But it
ain't going to fit no way, so I ain't going to be.
It's a tall one like this one right here. It's tall, so it might.
So it's set up real high on my head.
Feel better.
Yeah.
But I mean, every time we post anything, they're liking it, they're retweeting it. I love it. I appreciate it. I mean, all Blake Allen, Caleb Allen, Slim Allen, Jordan Allen, Ray Allen, Tim Allen, Allen Iverson, all the damn Iversons.
Damn Allen.
All Allens. Not all the Iversons, because Allen's the only one I know. But all the Allens.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. And everybody that keeps listening, everybody that came back. 10 months is a long time.
That's a big break. Big break. What'd you say, 319 days?
I don't know. I counted it that day and forgot. 300 and something. We were away for a long time, and there's a lot of catching up to do. For a hot minute.
I can't believe it was that long.
I can't either. It didn't seem like it. Yeah.
I don't. No, it didn't. It seemed like a while, but man, not almost a damn full calendar year.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was that long. I was busy, but it didn't seem like it was that long.
Yeah. I mean, that just shows you life goes by quick right there.
Keeps going. I can't believe. I don't know what everybody did while we were gone though.
I found a couple new podcasts.
What was it?
Baseball shit.
Yeah, it's not exciting.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge.
Dude's got a rocket arm, dude.
Oh my God.
But he's out for I think a month or so right now.
What for?
Throwing too many damn balls from the.
I think he broke his hand.
I thought he said cocaine.
Well, there you go.
It's a lot better story than a broken hand.
Yeah.
He got hit in the hand the other night. I know he can't swing for at least 3 or 4 weeks.
He's a monster, ain't he? 24-year-old monster.
Is he 24?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He's 23 or 24. I thought they said 24, but he's a monster.
They got him in like the 30th round.
Oof.
Yeah.
Boy,
really?
They got him cheap.
Yeah.
30th round.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. My wife's tagged me. You know what I love is my wife tagging me on stuff on Facebook.
I'll find out.
Hey, get up on that mic whenever you're talking to her, Mackie.
Sorry.
That's right.
My wife, I love it when she tags me on Facebook.
What'd she say?
Well, this time it was Waylon selling a Boston butt for school, which is
he tagged you. She tagged you because you didn't know he's selling.
I'd say to get the word out to more people. My wife, she's so funny.
Got a lot of followers on Facebook.
There's been some. Do I?
No, her.
I guess not as many. That's why she tags me, so we get a little bit of. I don't know, man, but she's done some funny stuff. Have I ever told you the level of tightwad my wife is, money wise?
No, I did not know about that.
Mackie, do you know these stories? Some of these, I'm sure you know them. I've seen you so often, but she is like the only reason I probably don't go broke is because my wife is so like another level of tightwad. She first off, she's gonna quit with the generic food.
What, y'all drinking some Dr. Pop and Mountain Fizz?
Mountain Lightning or whatever.
Mountain Holler or whatever.
Mountain Holler, that's what it is. Look, man, I ain't knocking no generic food. If you can go get some generic food, that's fine. Like we shop at Save a Lot. Where you can
get that RC pie and moon cola.
I mean, they took Food Town out of Gainesboro. We didn't shop there anyway, but we shop. Save a Lot's the only place you can go barefooted with chest naked with a damn Misty Slim in your throat, choking it out. And get your groceries at the same time.
Get that Virginia Slim 6 inches long out there, Jack.
I've seen it. I'm telling you. But that's where we go. And really, when you come home and you got that pasty damn ass Oreo that ain't real, I don't know what the cookie is. I don't know what the middle is, but
Hydrox.
Terrible.
Listen, man, when those cookies are $2 and the Oreos are $3, get the damn Oreos every time. Yeah. Are we that bad financial situation that we can't afford the $1 more Oreos?
I hate it.
There's certain foods you just can't go there with, man. Oreos is one.
I don't even know why somebody else made another Oreo like that, but I bet everybody sells them right there. Say it's even my favorite right there, ramen flavored Oreos.
What? Is that real?
That's
not freaking. That's not real.
Right there's some cream betweens.
That's it. That she buys those stupid ass cream betweens. She buys those stupid ass cream betweens.
Yeah.
I
don't like it.
That sounds so dirty anyway.
I ain't eating them.
Cream between.
I ain't eating them.
I ain't eating nothing that says cream between.
Yeah. Watermelon flavored Oreos right there. I don't know about that. I'd eat it.
I'd eat those cream betweens. She said, "We can't put I'd eat it and not cream betweens in the same sentence, can we?"
Did you see the Stereos?
Is any of this real? I don't think. I think
there's some stereo cookies.
Stereos.
There's stereo cookies.
When you put fake Oreos, I think it come up with like stuff that is not real. You should have put generic.
No,
Because that stereo's not real. Taco Bell Oreos, okay.
Them's real.
That is.
Them's real.
But when you're drinking,
college flavored Oreos, ramen noodles, and pot, I bet them's real.
When you're drinking, what's two things you either want? Taco Bell or cookies? Late night?
If you had a Taco Bell Oreo, I'd be all over that. There's a butterbeer Oreo. Eggnog Oreo. I bet that eggnog Oreo's real, though.
Fried chicken Oreo.
Those cream betweens are for real, and that's what she tries to buy for $2 when the Oreos are sitting on the shelf for $3.
$2.97.
Yeah,
97
exactly.
pack.
97 cents difference between cream between and Oreos.
I'm gonna buy you a
And if you want to get
Oreos.
crazy and get the double stuff, they're another $1 more, whatever. Come on. And then what? Like barbecue chips, Lay's. There's one flavor of barbecue chips in the world, Lay's.
Yeah.
Don't get me those Toms, okay? Don't bring no Toms home to my house when Lay's is on the shelf.
I got a big question about regular potato chips. Ridges or no?
Talking about ruffled?
Ruffles. You gonna eat them ruffled? You gonna eat them ridges?
Yeah.
I can mess with them.
I can mess with that.
With enough cheese dip, especially.
I kill it.
I have to have French
It's nacho
onion
I'm okay.
cheese.
I'm okay with either one
French
of those,
onion dip.
actually.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get after that.
But don't bring no Toms.
I like Toms.
Toms are all
Okay, well,
right.
I'll eat some Tom's
I mean,
Ruffles.
the hot fries, Tom's. I mean, that's
Oh,
about the only-
yeah, no,
about
that's
the only-
good.
I
don't
think
know.
Tom's is
I don't know what
I
generic.
think Tom's got that white cheddar popcorn too. I mess with that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I don't know
It's gotta
what
be smart food.
she
I like
That's
it.
the best one. Ever.
she brings
I'm a fat
generic
kid. I'll eat all of it.
barbecue. I don't know what.
I'll eat stereos if I have to.
I ain't eating no stereo.
I'm eating them stereos.
So let me tell you.
There's some Black Fives. I'll eat some of them too.
It's not real either.
They're American style cream cookies. I'll have some.
That's the main thing that pisses me off is the Oreos. But there's other foods that I come home like, really, Lindsay?
Mhm.
Come on now, really? And I can't place it what all it is, but I wished I'd have thought more about it. Are you knockoff foods? Yeah. And, hey, I tell you what. Even like, because I'm 5 still and eat beefaroni and spaghetti and meatballs and ABCs and 1, 2, 3 still.
Here's a knockoff Kit Kat.
Yeah, it's called
Kicker.
a kicker. There's a Dr. Bob. I'll have me a Dr. Bob.
If you bring anything in my house, it better say Dr. Pepper, not Dr. anything else. Not Dr. Bob Profit. No,
There's
no,
some
no.
cream between.
There's them cheddar cheese guppies. I've been using Tids my whole life. Tid pods.
Those ain't as
Ditos.
tasty. They're not as tasty
That's not
as
as
the Tide
tasty. They don't
Pods,
taste
though.
as good.
You see the Ditos?
Yeah,
that
the,
The Ditos.
yeah, the Ditos.
Oh,
are
my.
here. Yeah, yeah. That's a knockoff. There's some.
I know what it is.
Tell me.
Ham salmon. I said that she gets the worst, like Bar S brand ham. Like, that's the bologna. You get a pack of bologna for like 32 cents on Bar S. You know what I'm saying? She brings up everything Bar S home.
It's not even in the pack that's got the plastic where you tear the top off. It's just in a soft ass pack. Yeah.
I can't stand it. I mean,
Yeah.
ham. I mean, I know ham's expensive. Like a big fat pack's like $7, but man, it's so good and juicy, and she's just so generic. Let me tell you another level. This is a story I'll tell you about her. Right.
Tell me.
So after I helped run the youth basketball league down in Jackson County. It's been a long day, 8-hour day down there, 8-9 hours, whatever I'm doing down there. Well, it's 6:30. We get done. I said, hey, it's you don't feel like cooking, I'm sure. I said, let's just go down here to the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
And I said, we'll get a to-go order, right?
Yeah.
So she said, well, I need to run to the dollar store. What do you want to do? And I said, boy, this is a good opportunity to drink a big cold beer.
Yeah.
I said, drop me off. So I went in and ordered my food, and they bring me my tab out, and they bring me the bag, and here you go, Dustin. I said, damn, Susie. I said, this stuff went up $38.
Ooh.
We've never eat there that high, right?
Yeah.
And Bayless just gets a little bitty bowl of rice. So I said, damn, girl, what's the problem here? She goes, no, and she even itemized a little bit, but I feel like like a tightwad myself for even questioning it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've kind of look at the menu, but not really too hard, Got back out in the car and told Lindsay, I said, that was kind of high. She goes, how much? She goes, I said, $38. She goes, no, that's not right. Get back in there. I said, well, I've already questioned them, Lindsay. I'm not going back in there.
I'm not going back in.
And she said, and I said, I left. And she said, did you leave a tip? And I said, I did.
Yeah.
And she said,
On a to-go order?
she said, on a to-go order? What the hell did they do? And my dumb ass, I left $4. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, shoot, it's $38. I got to leave a decent tip.
Yeah.
Poor Susie didn't do nothing, bring that food out, but she got a $4 tip,
Yeah.
And she goes, get back in that store. And I said, I'm not, Lindsay. It's embarrassing. I said, are we hurt? Or whether it's 30 or 38, are $8 really going to be worth the fight? So that's on a Saturday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Friday, she texts me. I'm at work, and she says,
Go back down there and get that $38.
no, even better. She texted me and says, I got $11 back from the Mexican restaurant, and I'm at work. I'm working. Oh no,
She went down.
She said,
listen to this.
I got
No.
that receipt.
No, I said, and I'm confused, because I'm at work and I'm not really looking at my phone. And I said, what do you mean? She goes, we were eating down here. She said, call me. So I call her. And she said, we were eating down here. And I asked him about it. I said, you asked him about it? And she said, yeah, we're eating. And I said, well, my husband come here and got some food. I told her what we got. And she said, well, yeah, that should have been $27.
Yeah.
And I said, so you asked for that $11 back? And she goes, well, I mean, they said, yeah, well, that's not right, so we'll give it back to you.
How many days has passed?
6 days.
6 days has passed at this point.
I said,
$11 still on her mind.
That's gas money, man.
That's $2 a day right there.
I said, did you tell him about that beer I drank at the bar? And she said, well, no, I didn't know you had a beer. I said, that's literally the reason I got out, to wait.
Yeah.
And she said, well, I mean, I said, no. I said, I want you to go back in there and give them $4, the 11 back. Bet she didn't.
Yeah, I bet that
Bet.
didn't work.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
Oh man,
That's good stuff.
She's next level.
That's some next level. That's some Jace Fraley stuff right there.
Are they not doing the team things right now?
Yeah, the teams are going to.
We were at one time. We were getting ready to go to Nashville,
Yeah,
and my aunt runs that gas station in Gainesboro. She comes out, and I'm pumping gas, and she yells it from the entrance of the store out to the gas pumps. They're trying to charge me $3 to cash that check, and I said, Shh, honey, come here. I said, what's up? She said, $3, really? And the check was like for $77. She'd sold some clothes on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I said, it's not a big deal, honey, if that's the rules. I told him you was Winona's nephew. I said, honey, if they told me to pay $3, I would have, because that's the rules. We're no better or different than anybody else. You think Winona would have made you pay that? I said, I don't know.
Yeah.
But she said, well, I'm calling her. I said, she just had surgery 2 days ago. I don't think $3 is
something aggravated.
She said, it's just bullshit, really. I don't agree with it.
Uh-huh.
I said, get in the car. We'll go to the bank. $3 is that big of a deal. The bank won't take it from you.
Yeah, we'll go down here and get it back.
I said, you're ridiculous. But I've told a lot of women that story, and they're like, I'm glad she did that.
I don't know about that. I'm not happy about it.
I didn't go to the Mexican restaurant for a month.
Yeah, I wouldn't have made it in there.
Susie better get it right next time now. $11, $11. I wasn't going to say anything about it.
All right.
What are you looking at? CrossFit Games?
CrossFit Games 2018 started today. I wanted to see who was winning. Believe it or not, Rich Froning's team is in first place.
Yep. Seen that on Instagram earlier.
Yeah. His partner in crime is winning the men's overall too.
You know, he moved
by
back.
30.
I think he moved to Cookville as well.
He did. He moved to
Fraser.
Cookville just to work out with
Yeah.
Rich. Apparently, there's some good times there. So you know what they are finishing the day with here? They're finishing the day with a 42,000 meter row, which is a 26.2 mile row on the rowing machine. On the old Concept 2 rowers, after they get done doing all these other workouts today, they're going to finish the day with a 26.2 meter row.
Shit, I could do it.
I got that.
I ain't got that.
The guy said he expects them to be done sometime around 3.5 hours, 4 hours, something like that.
What? Okay. How do you pronounce number 5?
Well, that's old Bjornvin Carl Gudmundsson. Gudmundsson.
I think you nailed the first name. I think it was actually very eloquent.
Yeah,
Well, you said
I'm pretty good at this.
Say it again.
Uh-uh.
Say it again.
Bjorn,
Say it again.
Bjornvin.
Man, that's so beautiful.
Bjorvin.
Bjorvin.
I'm gonna name my next kid Bjorvin.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
I don't know either. Old Matt Fraser here coming in 4th place on the crit, 3rd place on 30 muscle ups, and 8th place on the CrossFit total. He's a strong.
So when's this
fella.
thing over with?
It's gonna be over Sunday.
Sunday?
It'll be over Sunday.
Where's this happening at?
It's up in
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Yeah, I believe it's.
Random place to have it.
It is. I mean, having them in California, and all of a sudden they went to.
I fully expect you to say
Little bit
California
cooler weather.
right there.
Yeah, for a lot cooler weather.
I'm going to Wisconsin next week, actually.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
on a FedEx.
Yeah, tell us about that. Tell us about
No, we're going to see the Titans and Packers preseason game.
Oh,
That's a shame. James Hatcher's not going with you.
I know.
who's going with you?
We're going with some friends, Kevin and Amber.
Yeah.
Her dad has like 10 season tickets all over the stadium,
Yeah.
but they put us up in the club level, so
Oh, that's a nice place to be.
Yeah.
They say Lambeau Fields is a sight to see, and I hope
That's the only reason I want to go, man. It's Lambeau.
yeah, even though it's preseason, I mean,
it's
We get to see Lambeau once, right?
Yeah.
we barely go to our own preseason games here because the starters don't start. But I mean, shoot, the tickets and the trips you kind of well paid for you, and it's Lambeau.
Splitting gas. We're going to drive up there, so I think it's like 14-hour drive.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
As soon as I get off work Wednesday night, we're leaving. I'm driving first.
Well,
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
game Saturday.
Game
Game's
one.
Thursday.
Oh, it's Thursday.
Thursday
Ooh.
night game, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm off on vacation this week. I work 3 days next week. And I'm off 4 days. So.
If James Hatcher doesn't see Lambeau Field when he actually has a Green Bay Packer helmet tattooed on his arm,
He needs to see it.
Yeah.
he needs to see that for sure.
You know, I drove to
He still says he wouldn't go to a preseason game, though.
why?
I don't know.
I drove to Gulf Shores, Alabama, which is an 8.5 hour.
8-hour drive.
8 hour, 8.5.
Yeah.
You got a kid, it's 9.5, right? A little bitty fella. It took me 12.5 hours to get to Gulf Shores, Alabama.
No.
Iron Man drove it the whole way. Me.
Really?
Wife asked me 100 times, said, "You want me to drive?" I said, No, I got this. It ain't that much further. 12 hours.
First
12
time we
1/2
went to Gulf Shores, it was me and the ex-wife and mom and dad.
Yeah.
And we stopped at this McDonald's. And
Yeah.
my dad does not do any kind of computer, anything.
Yeah.
And of course, they got on their billboard outside, free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
He said, "What in the hell is free Wi-Fi?"
Yeah.
So I still call it Wi-Fi to this day because of that.
You know, I was 5 miles away for an hour from
Yeah.
Gulf Shores when we got down there. I was 5 miles from where I was going for an hour. We were stuck in traffic for an hour and 45 or an hour and 50 minutes because of a 5-car pileup on the opposite side of the interstate.
Everybody wants to look. Man.
Everybody rubbernecking. I told Kara, I said, if we get up here and whatever's happened, I said, I'm sure it's a wreck. If whatever's happens on the other side of the road, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah.
And we got up there, and literally as soon as you got past the 5-car pileup, it was 100 mile an hour on the interstate, clear as day.
Stupid.
Oh, it's the craziest thing ever. Oh, I hated it. And then we got in rain, and it was, you couldn't see. People
Literally
flashed.
everything could go wrong.
Yeah, but
happened
boy,
to
it was
you.
beautiful when we got there. I got stung by jellyfish too. But other than that, it was really nice down there.
Well,
I like Gulf Shores.
so
I
we're,
do.
You should went to Pensacola.
I was standing out in the middle of the ocean, staring off into the vast expanse of the ocean,
I hate the
staring,
ocean.
staring off at some of these oil rigs off in the middle of nowhere, thinking, I wonder what those guys are doing. I wonder what their life's like. And then it was thundering off in the distance. It had been a little stormy, a little rainy, but it was real pretty and real nice. And I was thinking to myself, I wonder if this weather is what's got these jellyfish stirred up here, because another guy that was with us already got stung by one. The guy, a girl next to us, has got stung by a jellyfish, and I thought, I wonder if it's this weather. And literally, as it crossed my mind, a jellyfish went, "Yes, bitch, it's this, it's this weather."
Now we drove over to Mobile one day.
Yeah,
To, that USS Alabama
yeah,
battleship, whatever. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Then we went to Pensacola to the to the Naval Academy.
Ah,
That's where the Blue Angels practice at. So it was pretty awesome.
I got two big Chinook helicopters come over the top of the house yesterday, about 200 foot off the ground.
Really?
They must be running maneuvers around here. Wasn't the Blue Angels for sure, but it was
Yeah.
two
Well,
big
when
Chinook.
we lived in Rock Island when I was a kid,
That's a pretty place. Ain't it?
yeah,
I
there's
about bought a house down there.
base in Tullahoma, Air Force Base in
Yeah.
Tullahoma. Dude, those jets would come over literally at treetop level.
Ooh,
Yeah,
shake the house.
like you could see the pilots. That was how low it was. Yeah.
Just rattling the shit off your wall.
what's
Yeah.
the level of a jellyfish sting? Is it pretty damn bad?
No, it wasn't bad at
Wasn't
all.
bad at all.
It must have been.
Somebody piss on your foot.
I tried to get.
It can't be your piss.
I
It has
tried to
be
get
somebody else's.
Camden to get on my back and do it, and then I tried to get Kara to do it, but she wouldn't do it either. So I just sat there and took it.
Hard to communicate it to a 1-year-old.
Yeah, I mean he'll pee
Piss on my
he'll
back,
pee
boy.
everywhere. He'll pee everywhere else. I thought he'd probably get on my back too, but it wasn't bad at all. And the only thing that scared me was I'm deathly allergic to bee stings and wasp stings and stuff. So I run out. I literally had my hands in the air going, "Ah!" trying to get out of the water.
How was it?
Shark!
Yeah, everybody get out! It's a shark! And then I got up there and I was trying to be cool because I'd flopped and flailed around there because it just stung me a little bit on my left side. And then I guess whenever it touched me, it scared me, and I turned around and it just wallered my right side. But I run out as fast as I could, and I kind of stood there on the beach, and Carrie goes, "Hey, what you doing?" Nothing. I'm good. Hey, by the way,
Damn shark.
is jellyfish like a bee sting? Am I allergic to jellyfish stings? She said, I don't know why. Did you get stung by jellyfish? Yeah, Yeah, I think I did. Guys talking about jellyfish. She said, I don't know. Do you feel like your throat's closing up? I said, maybe a little bit. I think I can feel it. I don't know. I don't know. And I just went over there and sat down and Googled it. I just Googled for about 15 minutes.
You know what the worst thing that you can do when you do anything happens in
panic.
life?
You can panic.
Well, Google is the second worst.
Oh, yeah.
Panic.
Yeah.
Because whatever you think you got,
it's worse.
It's got it. You know, when I had that mono last year, I thought I had AIDS. I thought I had them easy. You know.
Did you see your boy on Shark Week last week?
No, I don't watch Shark Week, man.
He's the only thing in the water as big as a shark.
It was hilarious.
Because he was scared. I did see clips where he was terrified. Like, he kept coming in and out of the water.
A shark got in the cage with him, dude. Like, he came through the opening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a baby shark, but I mean, I don't care.
I mean, what are you going to... You're going to get bit by a baby shark, too.
It up like...
It take you
on.
on.
Let's go here and see these predators. And I ain't talking about Charles Barkley at a buffet.
Yeah. prior to what people believe, I don't watch Shaq on every single thing he's on. I didn't watch him on Shark Week. I didn't watch him on. He was like on some survival show like last year where he was climbing a tree or something. I don't
see Shaq climbing a tree.
I don't know what he done. It was some survival show.
He might have pulled the tree over and sat on it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was on, but it was somebody told me about it and I never watched it. It was some survival show. And then he's on the Shark Week and I loved him on Celebrity Family Feud though.
Guarantee it.
It's the best show ever, man. If you don't like Family Feud with Steve Harvey.
I watched some of the funniest Steve Harvey Family Feud stuff on there.
He's the best, man.
There's this guy.
I mean,
he come on there, and
people.
This woman had got like 196 points on the first guess, something like that. I mean, you only got to get to 200, and she got 196 of them. And he come out, the guy come out, he's standing there, and Steve Harvey was standing there, and he was just breathing it in. He goes, how you doing? And he said, I'm good. I just got to tell you, if you don't win, you are the dumbest contestant to ever be on Family Feud.
That similar situation was with Steph Curry, I think, when he was on it. His wife got a massive amount of points, I think.
Yeah.
And then Steph was able to...
Who's that brother and sister, or sister and two brothers that are singers? The band Perry?
Yeah.
The band Perry.
I did see that one.
Band Perry was on her. She's pretty smart. She got all first.
She got like 160.
Yeah, she got high, yeah.
It's crazy. Well.
Yeah, anyway.
We didn't really have anything to follow that up.
Good talk.
Yeah.
The band Perry. All right, they're still around.
The band Perry,
Still
yeah.
around, they are. They're probably playing county fairs somewhere.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That one guy's going as the cross-dressing uncle to the county fair.
I think he works at Dairy Queen.
Yeah, he sure does.
God, you guys are ruthless on people, man.
I'm cold as ice.
Do you know what
I'm cold as ice, bro.
We went shopping the other day, and do you know, I can confirm I'm still petrified of people. I've always had a little thing about people with neck tattoos.
Yeah. Oh, I know that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, but no, man, I seen people like straight up Post Malone looking face tattoos.
Uh-huh.
I sat across from a guy at the food court at Opry Mills the other day, and I kept making eye contact, and Waylon's like, "What are you looking at, Dad?" I said, "I can't." I said, "This guy, man." He's like, "What?" And I was like, "Don't look at him. Don't look at him. He's probably gonna murder us." I don't know, man. I'm scared of people. If you've got tattoos all around, like outlining your scalp all the way down your chin, and you've got numbers under your eyes, and is that like a new form of teardrop or something?
I don't know. Have we told people about our trip to Nashville where you got scared and hid and I couldn't find you? Remember that before the podcast started?
He said no.
There's a lot of times about Nashville I don't remember.
This was midday. Whenever we went, we actually went to get the stuff to do the podcast down there, and we were walking around. I
remember the trip.
And we were standing there reading a sign or something, and you were standing right there beside of me, and this guy come walking through just tatted up like crazy, come walking through, and I turned around to my left to talk to Dustin, and he was gone. He was just straight gone.
Really?
Yeah.
That had to have been a pretty sketchy looking dude if he just disappeared.
Yeah, you got behind me is what happened. You
I don't blame him.
You come over and got behind me, and I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "What are you doing?" You said that. Did you see that guy?
Look, man, and I got 2 half sleeve tattoos. You know what I mean? Like I've got from shoulder to elbow, both arms, and a face tattoo is just another level for me. I don't know. I'm just petrified. I am.
I told him. I said, "Don't worry, I got a gun."
I don't know if a gun solves anything. If you're crazy enough to get a whole face tat, it does, though, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
It does. It solves.
I mean, it makes some other problems sometimes, but
I don't know, man. You can get anything in life you want from me, like my wallet, anything.
See, that's the other thing.
But you ain't getting him to drive to Nashville. I can promise you that.
Dude, I drive so many times to Nashville. Okay, Mackie, I don't remember the last time you drove. Man, I ain't got no gas, man. I do
drive Tahoe, so uses more gas.
I drive Silverado.
Okay, we did take it last time, I think. Did we?
Damn right.
Yeah. Hey, before we keep going,
okay,
I want y'all to see this. We was talking about sharks, so I got to show this shark. It's going to turn over here in just a minute. This thing right here, this right here, this is 6 foot, 6 foot by 6 foot or 8 foot by 8 foot. This thing that he keeps bumping into here.
I'm not even seeing what's going on.
Yeah, hold on just a second. He's going to come back into view here in just a second. You see this thing right here?
Yeah.
This thing that he's laying on here. This is either 6 by 6 or 8 by 8. I can't remember which one it is.
That's gotta be fake.
And it's not.
Really?
And it's not. That was this is a Japanese camera in the ocean. It's somewhere around the Mariana Trench.
Are you serious?
That's in the ocean, Jack.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't
shark.
get in.
That's a shark.
That's why I don't get in.
Yeah.
At all.
I'm less afraid of sharks than people with face tattoos, though. I am. Nah, probably not, but
I think it was. They think it was 60 foot long.
60-foot long shark?
Yeah, they think that shark was 60 foot long.
Can they get that long?
That one did. I don't know how.
God dang, look at this one.
Yeah, I don't think that one's real.
That's a ride at Universal right there. That ain't no damn real shark.
Yeah, I don't like it. I just had to show you that. I know. Right there, there's a screen image of it.
It's a pretty big shark.
That's a great big dude right there, ain't it?
It's about my size.
Yeah, you'd fit right in his mouth. There wouldn't be any evidence of Mackie.
No.
There's no Mackie evidence out in the water.
Well, we got a
guest coming on.
Yeah, here in a minute we've got a guest coming on. We'll give him a good introduction here in a second. But we're starting to line up August. Starting to line up some guests, and we'll kind of got August lined up with guests already.
Mm-hmm. Who we got coming?
We'll just give it a week at a time. But next week we're gonna have Jason Eady on.
Love that guy.
He's gonna be on.
We rubbed his butt pretty hard last week.
We don't have to.
You said rubbed or
what tugged?
Come on now.
But
y'all did.
Big fan of Jason Eady.
Yeah.
His new album will be coming out 2 days after our interview. We'll be recording with him on the 8th next week, a week from today. And his album, I Travel On, will be released on the 10th. Doing some shows. He's actually in Knoxville in September. We'll talk about that with him. Hopefully everything goes all right. He's doing a private party somewhere, and he said as long as everything is up and up with the phone cell phone service, where he's not, if may not have to reschedule. If not, it'll just be me and Lucas. But other than that, Jason Eady will be coming on, and here after our short little pause here, we're gonna have Sam Williams,
Hank Williams Jr. son.
Yeah, son of Hank Williams Jr. Just starting his music career, and pretty exciting to have.
Sounds pretty good.
Have that guy, hell of a voice. I like the first single. So we're gonna take a little quick pause here, and we'll come back with Sam Williams. All right, guys, welcome back from the break, and with us now we've got Sam Williams. Of course, you might have heard of him initially as the son of country music legend Hank Williams Jr. But
royalty.
But he's starting on his own path. He's got his single out now, the Lost Grandchild's Plea. Sam, welcome to the show.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on. So let me ask you the worst question ever. What's it like to be Hank Williams Jr.'s son?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you don't have to answer that one. That's a juvenile question there. I just had to get it out of the way, man.
I have no idea what it's like. If I get that question, I'm like, well, that's gotta be crazy. I'm like, yep, well, it's my normal.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just normal to you. So it would be crazy to us. It's just normal life for you. Of course, you're a young man, just turned, I follow your Instagram. It's great. We'll have you plug that, but definitely a great follow on Instagram. And, like I said, it's all you've ever known. So I guess more is, do you feel pressure, or is it just, have you embraced that, just the tradition? And I know you're geared towards your grandfather as well with your look and your sound a little bit. So is it just more you've embraced your family heritage at this point?
I don't honestly feel like a lot of things. Like sometimes I just even sometimes I'm like, oh, why am I doing this? Is this what I want to do? Am I just doing music just to do it? But like honestly, I do like it. I love it. I like to write things, and I like people to get excited about just ideas. But I don't feel a lot of pressure and direction and all. I feel like anxious and like some anxiety with it, but honestly, no. Like the last Grandchild's Plea is really honestly just it's almost therapeutic. Me writing something, exploring that topic of what it would be like if I knew my grandparents. It's almost like doing some therapy for me. It's like I'm not really chasing a certain sound or chasing a certain anything at all. I kind of really made that for them, and I made it for my sister Katie. So just right now, I'm just doing stuff, little things at a time. I haven't recorded since I recorded that song, but hopefully that's what I'm going to be getting to in the near future after this premiere and everything.
Well, that's one thing I noticed with that song. A lot of people just play up to, I'm Hank Jr.'s song, and I'm going to go out here and I'm going to sing about the country or about whiskey or, or that, or even like the heartbreak that your grandfather felt. But there was a whole different sound altogether, in my opinion, in that song. It had a little more soul to it than, one might anticipate. And where does that come from? I mean, who's some of your other influences growing up?
I think that I get that. I kind of describe that song like I say that it's like theatrical, real dramatic, and that I just not necessarily like pinpointed influences, but like I didn't really grow up listening to country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd like we got technology. I can look up like my dad's old album from '80 whatever and like listen to stuff, but I mean, I like pop music, like hip hop, and I think that with that song, it was just such an honest thought and statement that I just how I am anyways. But I wanted the styling on the shoot and like the way the video kind of comes about. That's just me, like kind of being an artist, putting soul into it. But I don't know where the soul comes from. I think it's just evolving. Because my dad's got this big bolstering voice.
Yeah.
This loud voice, and it can use so many different ways. And I do too, and it's just different. And I've got like the high voice, like the head voice, not as much of like a just to sing. Like I don't have that.
That deep belly voice, like your dad's got.
Yeah, I mean you gotta do with what you got.
It's one of my, I've seen your dad. That was my first concert several years ago was Hank Jr. and I've seen him several times. And I love the story. Really? I love the storytelling aspect of his concerts. And I've listened to the same damn story and it never gets old. Right, like June Carter Cash. And it's that, like you said, that voice.
Just the way June Carter Cash was my
godmother.
Yeah. The way he said. I mean, he's telling the honest truth, but like he gets out there and he's got his that's true. He's got his own drama. He's got his own drama effects to him.
Yeah, when he says, they asked me if I want to go to so-and-so New York, and I said, shit, no. And said so over the top, and
he said, you want to go do a little festival outside Chicago? Hell no.
I can always just verbatim, man, tell you what Hank Jr. is going to say in concert now. But what I do respect, I mean, because it is the whole nother sound. And one of my favorite artists is Shooter Jennings. And when he came out, he didn't really bite off that also. And Shooter will do a country album, then he'll do a concept rock album. And he's all over the place. And I feel like as an artist, you've got to do that to kind of, because, you got to find yourself.
That's totally me. I'm not as familiar with Shooter's music. I know some of it. We're actually playing the same festival in Peoria, Illinois, September 1. I'm super pumped about some of the first festival I'm playing, like a big show.
Yeah.
But maybe it just comes from like growing up and like knowing that you're attached to something so huge. Like his dad being who he was and the music. So like Shooter's probably just an artist, like a true artist, and that's what I am. Like I'm an like I like when people can go to different genres. Like people like my dad is country overall, but like what is country? What was it in 1978? in like what is it in 2018? Like
it's a different
what
ball
is
game.
country?
It's a different ball game for sure.
Yeah. So
And-
yeah.
And your dad,
and you can hear it. Even listening to like his newer music, like you can tell like that the people that have hands on it, like it's different than it would used to be.
You know,
I was joking the other day with somebody. I said that my dad needs to have like a John Prine era, and like stop dyeing his beard and and don't play with the band. He'll play acoustic shows and do a singer-songwriter album. That'd be the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, you know, a while ago you said you don't really feel a lot of pressure, you know, to live up to your dad and your grandfather's expectations. And I'm assuming that's from the family and from yourself, but do you get a lot of pressure from the music industry to do that, you know, to change your tune to be more like them? What's it like in the actual industry itself?
For me, I just signed a publishing deal as a songwriter last month. Well, I guess it's August now. I did in June. And I'm so new as a writer. I do everything really based on like life experience, and like I make songs that are all over the place, like as far as like genre and like whatever you would say. But I do get some backlash over wanting to make some stuff that's more commercial.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't know how to do that, so I can't really just make myself know how. Like I can kind of change subject material and like do a song about a bar instead of like this idea or whatever. But like I don't know, I don't really know how to make like a commercial song yet.
Right.
So there's some stuff about over that, but then at the same time, so far like the people that can be that way and kind of pressuring in genre and like whatever will see something of mine, like the Lost Grandchild Plea, and like watch the video and be like, oh, like he looks like he kind of knows what he's doing, like he's, you know, just letting it go as it goes.
Yeah.
And I guess I kind of phrased that wrong, saying like, saying I don't feel pressure. I definitely feel tons of pressure. I've just answered that question so many times, and I haven't even like made it anywhere yet.
Right.
But so I guess I can bear with it. I can bear with the pressure fine.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. But no, yeah, I definitely feel it. That's for sure.
Well, you're talking about songwriting. Do you enjoy the aspect? As much as performing? I know you're, like I said, I know you're early in the game right now, but I know you were at Third Lindsley, and it's a performance I talked to you previously about on Instagram, and I'd love to have been there. And how did you feel you matched up to other songwriters? I know you kind of you showed a little humility on social media and saying, you know, these guys were established songwriters that you were playing with. Where does that level? Where are you at on your songwriting? Is that a passion for you right now?
Yeah, I love it. It's what I do now. Like
Yeah.
I never had like a job growing up. Like I didn't have to work at the Odoms, like the IGA. So I just didn't have to. So like I never really had a job. So I did something that, like selling AT&T when I first figured out I was having a kid a couple years ago. And then after that, I'm like, damn, I guess I'm going to try to make money in music and like start, like do the damn thing, start doing it. And that kind of came about. Like I eventually saw that I could make a path where people took me more seriously as an artist because I'm so in charge, because I'm writing songs. And two, just to explore just the vein, like, that's what my grandpa was. My dad's a songwriter. He doesn't write like he used to, but like, he was a songwriter, like one of the original, masters of it. And I never have really like delved into that,
Mm-hmm.
But no, I love it. I love getting to know people on a personal level, and then trying to write something with them. And it's a really easy way for me to make connections with people that I'd want to have connections with. I did a write last month with Dan Tominski, and he scored, or he wrote like most of the whole "Oh Brother Where Art Thou" soundtrack.
Okay.
So that was he's the one. Oh, I can't remember the name of the song. Man of Sorrow.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I need to know people like that, and like to really to get along with those people, and then make something that's from the heart too. Like I love it. Yeah, and get paid.
Yeah, that's an important part, especially when that kid come along.
Well, I haven't really gotten to the getting cuts on country albums and all that yet. But I was supposed to have a big song. It was going to close out the Nashville show that just ended on CMT. The series ended now, and I did a camp, and I had a song that was going on there, and at the very last episode, it would have been like amazing exposure.
It would have been great. That show really changed a lot of things around here.
Yeah, and it ended up falling through at the last minute. They used a song that they used several times, so I'm kind of just gotta be patient and do my rights and be a little intentional of where I want to get something placed, and hopefully, get back to wanting to get a sync somewhere soon.
Yeah,
the industry is really missing.
I feel like once you get one, it's real, and you're like, oh wow, I really do this. So I'm
yeah,
that'd be sick.
And that's it, man. Like this industry is missing so much realness. I mean, I've talked about it. We just took a 10-month hiatus, and you're actually our first guest on the relaunch. But so many episodes previously, I've talked about. I like drinking beer on the back road, and I love girls and in cut off shorts and all that. But how many songs can be written? With your moonshine and your Silverado. I mean, how many times can be written? And when I'm missing, some of your favorite, I hate to keep going back to your dad, but of course he's got all the big commercial hits. But when you get into his songwriting, like I've Been Down and Weatherman and Knoxville Courthouse Blues, like real storytelling, like from the '80s and some of that real stuff. And that's what they're missing, the genuineness and authenticity of just a damn good story in country music right now.
And it just stains all of it. It just stains all of it. And I won't say name, but I've seen somebody that got kind of big, and I was thought they were on the whole authentic shit, and that was their thing. And I went and listened to one of the songs that got big, the single, and I was just like, what? No way. I'm like, come on.
Tell us what their name rhymes with.
Even people that have amazing voices, and it just stains the whole thing. And then there's the outliers like Chris Stapleton. And I'm a huge Tyler Childers fan.
Yes, yes.
Ooh,
but
that's a bad dude.
But that's the outside of the circle. In the circle, where the money is, what gets pushed and all that. It's come on.
But it's got a place.
That's weird. That's the weird thing in Nashville. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, and it's all got a place. I've always said that. Just to share it. I feel like they give us Stapleton on the radio. But Sturgill's not going to be there. But commercially, no, it's not there. But Tyler Childers. I just saw Tyler with Margot Price at the Ryman. A couple months ago. It's there. All these guys are. Cody Jinks is going to sell out a Send Amphitheater next month, probably. They have a fan base.
It's there. It's just on the outside.
It is.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. I honestly just don't listen to enough country to even comment too much. But some girls do it a lot better. Some like Miranda Lambert's last album. It's really, really good, and she has some commercial kind of stuff on there. But she's a songwriter,
Yeah, she's kind of an outlaw for the women too, though.
10 man. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, there's that.
So your sister Hillary, she's also just now put out her first record, and I got to watch her at Ernest Tubb Record Shop there during CMA Fest, and very talented girl, and she's kind of on the opposite spectrum. She's getting a little bit of later start. After her accident, it kind of pushed it back, I guess, a little bit. But you guys do a lot of stuff together. You and Hillary getting in there and mixing it up much, and doing some shows and stuff yet together?
No, we haven't really. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just such a go-getter. I want to do it now because I just feel like I need to and take advantage of my youth and stuff. But I think Hillary likes to she likes to do her own thing.
Yeah.
And be in control of it, and yeah. But no, I think she's great, and I think a lot of the stuff on her album is really good. we're gonna keep on going. I wish that Holly would put out another album too.
I really was
Been a
into
long
Holly's
time.
stuff. It's been several years since she's put out anything, but
Yeah, she's got a great voice too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that runs in the family too, don't it? That good voice.
I can't hear it.
I said that good voice runs in the family too, then doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mine and Holly's are real similar because she's just one of my biggest influences. She definitely is one of my biggest influences, just because her album came out 5 years ago, so I was like 16, and I've listened to it all, like for years, and I think that's why, honestly, yeah, and like some of the soul within my voice, like it's in Holly's as well. Yeah, and I feel like she could make a bunch of different kinds of music too.
I can definitely see the similarity in Holly now that you mentioned it. It's like I said, it's been a while since I listened to her, but I can definitely see a lot of that similarity. So where have you been playing at? I know I mentioned the Third and Lindsley show, and I've seen you pop up here and there. You had a show over the weekend in Tennessee, but is that where you're kind of? I know you had your Saving Kentucky tour that you did. Just tell us a little bit about your little, your first little stint on the road here in Kentucky.
Oh, it was. Are y'all in Kentucky?
We're
right, real close to it.
Okay.
It just depends which direction you're coming from and who's asking. We're either halfway between Nashville and Knoxville, or we're right on the border of Kentucky, and they're both basically true.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I just honestly don't really have like too much of a plan with everything. I just, somebody asks me to play somewhere, or I ask and I want to, then sure. But I haven't played out in Nashville all that much, but I'm kind of working more towards that. I did Leapers Fork Puckett this weekend. It was with Bobby Converlin, and it was great.
That's in Franklin?
Yeah, I did the one in Leapers Fork, and I'm going to do Franklin October 20, I believe. October 20, November 17, I'm going to do Puckett, Franklin, and Leapers Fork. And I think I've done like 10 shows this summer now, and that's totally the most I've ever done, That's how it is for me all the time now, though. Like the most I've done so far. So that's what you want it to be.
Yeah.
Well, I knew
Kentucky was interesting. It seemed like Kentucky needed saving a lot of the time too, not me.
Kentucky's interesting. Being a Tennessee boy, Kentucky's interesting all together, but they're putting out a hell of a lot of good music between, Stapleton and Sturgill.
I loved it. I loved it there. And there's like the side of Kentucky, like the Far East, that you don't even feel like you don't even know it was there. Like this huge and mountainous part of Kentucky. I really enjoyed going to Pikeville. It's not Pikeville. It's Pikeville.
Yeah, Pikeville. We know all about it.
Walked at some of the cemeteries there and stuff. I was all over it. And then we ended up at Sparta, Kentucky, at Neely Distillery, and it's not far from the Ohio River. So I got a good slice of Kentucky, and I went all over it. Me and my guitar player and my dog and a car.
What else does a man need? You ran into a friend of ours, I think, along the Kentucky. I've seen her posting about you a little bit, and she was a girl we had on the show prior, and that's Mary Spar.
Oh yeah,
she came on and gave a hell of an interview.
Mary. Oh, she's something else. I love her, and I really want to work with her down the road more. I just saw that she's gonna start managing Josh Morningstar. That's really awesome. Mm-hmm. We did a song together last month. Yeah. Yeah, I think Mary's great, and I think that people like me need people like her.
I think
she's got the connections and the tentacles. I was in Nashville, but she's not Nashville,
right?
Because you don't have to be. You don't want to be. So I need my Nashville people, and I need my Mary Spar.
I met her when she was on the road with Shooter, when she was selling merch for the Shooter, when she was with John Hensley, and she's very, very driven. And we also had Josh Morningstar on for a short interview, like early on in our existence there. He came on and did an interview, and I saw where she signed him, and she's just a very driven, very motivated person. And I do think I would get all of the time and advice that you could from her, because she's going to do some things. I have no doubt about that she's going to do some big things in this industry.
And I feel like she kind of gets me, like I could send her a song where I was singing like a damn R&B hook like Jeremiah or something, and she would be like, "This is awesome." when she, could also be probably listening to songs from 80 years ago all the time. She's just really cool. And redheaded people are cool.
All right, so we'll try to wrap it up with you here. We don't want to keep you too long, but so you've got your first big festival. You says in Peoria, and I saw online you're doing a songwriter festival in close to our neck of the woods, the Smoky Mountain Music Festival soon, or Songwriter Festival.
Yes, Smoky Mountain Songwriters Fest. It's August 16 and 19, and I'll be doing the ticketed show at Glenstone Lodge. I think 18th or 19th. I'm not sure which one. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. I'm going to take my little one there and spend time in Gatlinburg. I'm just really excited to play for a listening crowd because that's what I've gotten good at. Just playing out acoustic for a crowd that's really listening. So that'll be really awesome.
And I guess the most exciting news, I mean, that's exciting to be hitting the road and getting out, and doing your songs and meeting the fans and everything. But the main thing we can talk about tonight is the premiere of your video, The Lost Grandchild's Plea, coming on CMT next week.
I know. What the hell? I did not see it coming.
That's great.
But you just put good things out and put your effort into it to make it what you want. Hell yeah, it comes out a week from today, August 7th on CMT. It'll be on their website for 24 hours exclusive. It'll go into rotation on the channel. And it's just so awesome because it's not even close to like the situation where somebody's strong-arming CMT like, hey, this is Sam Williams' video. Y'all need to put it out. We need some support from blah, 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 blah. A guy from the Grand Ole Opry named Jordan Pettit that I've gotten to know a little bit, I asked him for some help on, like, who do you think might like this video? I need to premiere it somewhere or else nobody will see it. And he sent it to Leslie Fram at CMT, and we haven't got to meet yet, but she's A+ in my book. She thinks my video is cool. It's it's very different. It's artistic and it's kind of earthy. It's not like a production, and she digs it. So they're putting it out. I couldn't be more happy about that.
That's a good place to premiere right there.
Hell yeah!
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, that's kind of the golden ticket, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'll
I'm hoping it don't stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, on that station, some of the stuff, and
that might be a good thing too.
I'm not trying to say anything bad about CMT, but Travis Tritt had that line one time. He said, "You turn on CMT and you wonder what for, because country ain't country no more." But I'll take earthy over production these days, any damn day.
Yeah. So. Well, no, like I want to have a production one too, but mine's really cool. Like it's gonna be definitely cool, but we ain't quite there yet.
I hear you, man. Well, I definitely wanted to get you on here because I see big things coming for you, man. And I knew if we could grab you early in your career, then that it'd be big for us. And like I said, I like to promote music on here. We have past guests has been Jason Eady and Justin Wells and Josh Morningstar, and that's the kind of stuff we're into, man. We like to take guys that maybe everybody doesn't know, and if we can put 100 new ears to that kind of music, man, and that's what my goal is people to hear real
awesome,
damn good music. And
Dustin and Lucas, right?
That's it.
Yeah, and we're at the. We'll talk to you off air and talk to you about some other stuff. But yeah, Dustin and Lucas, and hope to see you at a show soon. We're about an hour and a half from Nashville, so I get out quite a bit. Hope to see you soon. But plug your social media and plug anything else you need to do before we wrap it up.
Well, I'm on Instagram at Sam Williams, SamWilliams. Because I thought it was kind of funny if I put IV like I was the fourth tank. Like if that was my real name or something.
I've really studied that pretty damn hard. I thought you were just drunk and it was a typo. I thought you were drunk and it was a typo and you never fixed it.
Oh no, it was like a damn. I had like a moment one day, like 2 years ago. I was like, oh my gosh, that's my stage name.
Yeah,
but,
that's I mean, okay, yeah, I get it now.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm Sam Williams on Instagram, and I'll be putting up pictures of music shit and my baby being cute and what people put on Instagram. And
no Twitter.
People go and watch this video on CMT. I don't use it like that.
Okay.
Like I get on it and I read my news and I look at the accounts I want to look at and I like read news on it and shit.
Yeah.
But I don't like say things.
That's probably the best. We keep our president off there, we'd be doing even better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to quote those every day if I actually used it like that.
Yeah. All right, man. That's Sam Williams on Instagram. That's a week from today on CMT. You can find the video, The Lost Grandchild's Plea. Sam, man, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all so much for having me. I'll call back in and check in when I have some shit to really, really talk about.
All right, we'll just
y'all.
All right, man. We appreciate
the new music out, man.
Yeah.
We'll just hang on a second. We'll talk to you off air here for a second, too.
All righty.
All right, thank you.
A good guest.
Yeah, it was exciting, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't want to talk about Hank Jr. all that much. I know we made a lot of references. I mean, everybody knows that's my favorite musician, but I really admire his. He's doing it his way. You know?
Yeah, it seems like he is. You know, seems like he's feeling his way out. You know, he's got that young musician status where he's kind of trying to find his way right now. Seems like, but
like I said, young kid.
He's got a good start on it anyway.
I enjoy following him on Instagram. Like I said, he's going out. He just turned 21. He's going out doing his thing, and he's not bullshitting because he had a video of him rapping the other day, like in his car. So, but I mean, like I said, that's what he grew up on, probably more so. Like I said, pop and that.
That's funny that he said he really didn't follow Shooter Jennings' music. He said he knew some of his stuff, but not a lot of it.
Yeah, well, hopefully he'll get to know him at that. You know, I know we were kidding last week, so we were going to boycott Shooter until
he. Up.
Yeah.
Look, man, Shooter's my favorite too. Shooter's like one of my favorite current.
That lasted a whole 7 days.
Yeah.
Look, I want Shooter on the show, but I mean,
I'll take it
anyway. Like, maybe he'll get to know Shooter a little bit on that Peoria. We had another one of those things that. Lucas, you're going to do some editing on this.
Yeah, I'm going to edit some of this one. Yeah.
But maybe he'll get to know Shooter on the. On that Peoria festival, and Shooter is one of the most sincere musicians I know. So, so hell of a time with Sam Williams there. I do appreciate him coming on next week. As long as there's cell phone service, wherever Jason Eady is doing his private show, Jason Eady will be our guest. And man, I can't wait.
Can't wait for Jason.
Still one of my favorites from season 1, and he'll be promoting his album. I Travel On, Mackie.
Gonna plug anything before we go?
No, man, I'm good.
What's your social media, Mackie? For anybody that don't know.
EC Fan 01
on everything.
You're ready to blow up. Instagram. You're going to get 6 new followers.
I'm fine with that, dude. You won't see anything, but Twitter, Instagram, EC Fan 01.
Sometimes after 11 p.m., his Twitter gets a little bit colorful the next day.
If you're on my phone, my contacts about 2:30 a.m., you might get a phone call. You might not. I don't know.
But Twitter gets pretty colorful after 11. Then at about 8 o'clock next morning, it's gone.
Again.
Yeah, it's gone. Like, shit, I've done it again. I'm deleting all this.
Happened.
Yeah.
Several times.
Without a doubt.
Sitting at a Waffle House, venting.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
See y'all.